the right scene? This is the right scene. Hello, welcome to Fan Battle Cast, where we are the fan battle and we're gonna fight to the death the day before Valentine's Day to see who gets a date. No, that's not right. That's not right at all.
I don't remember that part of the contract.
We are here.
You signed a contract?
We didn't?
I hadn't signed that.
Only one person here is getting paid, and it's not me. We are debating a fun matchup with two very, very interesting indie game characters. My name is Blythe. I'll be debating for Sash. I don't know if this is the same format for all of you, but to my right is Table.
Yeah.
He is above me.
And I think
Hello.
Table is repping Shantae?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then Lockdown.
Greeting.
For sure. And then Steven XD Films. I was about to say the other name, but that's what it says. You like Purple Dragons. Two clearly unbiased people in the jury right now.
Very clearly unbiased.
I've never played Freedom Planet, but I played Sparrow. He's the purple dragon, so
And Shantae is purple, so
she's a genie,
yeah, she's got purple hair.
which is cool.
And they both fight with hair, which is their only connection. So let's get.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
It's the only one that matters.
Well, yeah.
All right, I gotta figure out how to. I can't remember how to do the 60 seconds on here. I had this issue last time as well. But you know what, Table? Hi, Crystal. Hello. You're leaving me. Okay.
I think I can do it. Let me see here. I can do it.
I'm bringing up our
Oh.
document. You go. Table, talk.
Okay, so Shantae, the half genie hero and defender of Sequence Land. She is. I know that a lot of people think she's probably the one who's going to be having the most trouble here, but honestly, after what I've looked into, I think Shantae's got a pretty good chance here. She has a lot of good magic techniques that will help her out a lot here. She has a lot of ways of redirecting damage. She has really good ranged options. And overall, I think that Lilac's going to have a harder time trying to hurt her than Shantae is going to have her trying to hurt her. And yeah, and I also have a little surprise for a little later if I end up needing it. But yeah, overall, I don't think Shantae is going to be having too much trouble here. And yeah, also she has purple hair, so you know.
Bait.
Yeah.
Why is that so loud? All right, reset
Very
this
cool.
shit for me, please. I'm very vulgar. It's a problem. Or actually, can I do it? I think I can do it. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Sash Lilac. I'm gonna be real with you guys. When I came into this, I didn't know anything about Sash at all. I came in thinking, wow, I wish I was debating for Shantae. But it's okay, because this gave me an excuse to play Freedom Planet, and I now fully think that Sash Lilac wins this. First of all, she's from a better game. Second of all, she has a shit ton of crazy scaling that would, even if, because I am very much going into this assuming Shantae's forms are going to have a huge advantage, it's not going to matter, right? It's not going to matter at all if she does a little hula dance and turns into a giant elephant. In 2 seconds, gone. Elephant doesn't even come out. She's going to die in mere seconds. She can get her... Never mind, I'm not going to make that argument. She can jump on her, she can beat her ass, and she will jump out of the way just in time for Shantae to explode in a giant beam of explosions, which is how characters die in Freedom Planet. Or bosses.
Oh, she's gonna jump on the genie. Ooh.
This is why she didn't get in Smash, by the way. Shantae was almost in, and then Sash fucking lilac on her. Just jumped off of her.
Wow, I can't believe she charged all over Shantae. We should just ban her from the cast and give the win to Shantae now.
Yeah.
Lilac's not even in Smash either.
All right, where do we want to start, Table? Where do you want to start? You have more to talk about, so I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I think let's start with like abilities, forms, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Ooh.
So starting out with just her most basic thing, she has her ability to whip her hair back and forth, which is her main form of attacking.
Yeah.
You want to show hair whip.
Ah, hold on, sorry.
I get the joke.
Yeah.
Quality image, by the way.
Yes.
Very cool.
Only the best of quality for my girl. Anyway, yeah. Her primary form of attacking is just whipping her hair. She has multiple ways of increasing her rate of fire, as it were, with various hair creams. And she also has other ways of increasing her speed too. If you want to show ninja.
Ooh.
Yeah, she has a couple different costumes that give her different abilities and help her out the ways. Just waiting for.
Yeah, you explain while I do this. Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, ninja form gives her the ability to throw shuriken and also doubles her speed. I believe it was.
It's very green.
It is very green.
The only
She also
thing-
has a officer form. You can just stay on the ninja. Oh, okay, we can change that too.
Too late. Officer now.
Okay. Her officer form has a pistol, which has. I know she has two different pistols. She has this one, and she has one from Risky Boots. One of them has infinite ammo, or maybe both of them do. But yeah, that's pretty good for just AOE spam or range spam more than anything.
For her neutral, she wields a gun.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
More smash
And-
stuff.
And yeah, she's got her pirate stuff from Risky Boots, which gives her pirate sword, pirate pistol, and for her neutral special, which she actually has, is a freaking cannon. She
A
just has a
cannon?
cannon which she can use to start flying around.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
game is so fucking good, by the way. I love that Shantae game so much.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And yeah, I guess kind of going to like the first argument I have, Shantae just has a lot more ranged options than from what I can see from Lilac. She's got the pistol, she's got her ninja form, she has a flamethrower.
Oh.
Flamethrower.
Yes, she has a flamethrower. She has Shantae the flamethrower. She has fireball magic and triple fireball magic.
What?
And she has a spell called Storm Puff, which allows her to create clouds that can shoot lightning and create air mines around her.
What's an air mine?
It's a mine in the air, so if you approach it, it'll blow you up.
Oh.
How does that work, though? Oh no, that's like even worse than a ground mine. Oh no.
You just approach its airspace and you just blow up.
Yeah. And she also has something called the Super Pike Ball, which creates 3 steel balls that will orbit her and just kind of gives her some extra defense.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I got some more forms, but we can go over some of Lilac stuff.
So, in terms of what Lilac has, she really doesn't have a lot of offensive abilities in terms of ranged abilities. In Freedom Planet 2, she gets... let me find it. This is why you should have good notes, kids. In Freedom Planet 2, she has something called the Energizer Sphere, which when Sash does her hair whip, it does a similar thing, and it shoots kind of like a projectile out, right? A lot of Sash's kit is all about getting close really, really fast. Think about it. It's like a Sonic game, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They're gonna
because
be-
she's fast.
Yeah, they're going to be closing the distance really quickly and hitting very strong combos. Sash is a very, very strong fighter. She was part of something called the Red Scarves when she was a child. And I believe it's been a while since I did research on this, so if I get anything a little wrong, I apologize. I believe they were thieves that were like very poor and needed to like do like crime to survive essentially.
Oh.
And then the first game starts and she's taking on whole military units, right? The first game is about an alien invasion on the planet. Militaries are being the first one faction is completely wiped out right in the beginning of the game, and Sash is able to essentially go against different military factions and beat even their best fighters, best soldiers. Well, she's still a child, by the way. In between 1 and 2, there's 3 years later, and she's clearly more skilled, more attacks, more experience, and then I don't know the time difference between 2 and 3. But she's going to mostly be doing stuff like that. She can shoot little projectiles with the item I just mentioned, and she's going to get in close and just whoop Shantae's ass. Apart from that, Sash has a bunch of things like potions, right? This will give her different buffs, effects. Sometimes she can be given a shield to help with projectiles, or she can get a speed buff or a strength buff. She can heal herself or get little crystals on the ground to help her heal herself, right? I don't know if you would count giving her like the stage collectibles. I don't like you would give Mario Fire Flower and all that, but I don't know if you would give Sash that for this matchup. But there's also gems in all the stages that do different things. Give her shields. Different elemental shields, so like it'd be special against fire, water, earth, and earth, wind, and metal, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of ways that she can get around a lot of Shantae's projectiles, and I'm gonna hit you with this, okay? I'm gonna hit Table with something that he can't refute.
What?
Okay.
Sash has an item from Freedom Planet 2. That makes it so she dies in one hit. And I'm telling you this right now. I will put this on Sash Lilac, and she will still win this fight. She will not lose. These are called Brave Stones. They are for difficult challenges. You can equip them to your character to get like special achievements and stuff. She will wear every single one of these and beat Shantae's ass. I'm just saying that right now. When we get into stats, we'll get into that more. But I just, I'm looking at my notes, I saw Bravestones, and I was like, I need to incorporate this somehow into this debate. So, that's what I did.
Interesting strategy.
She also does have something, and I kind of want to debate for the Freedom Planet people if I can include it. I'm an honest debater. I don't want to lie and make up stuff to win. So this is an item I want to see. I want to see, like, how... Because clearly 2 of you have probably played it. Judging by the icons, I want to see what you guys think of it before I'm like, we can use this in the debate, right? But we'll get to that later. But that's typically how Sash fights. Close range fighter, very limited ranged options, but has multiple ways to get by when somebody is throwing projectile after projectile after projectile at them. Because that's Sash's whole shtick, is that there's armies after, like, even the first game, people are shooting literal lasers at this girl, and she's just speeding past it and outspeeding it.
She's gotta go fast.
She also has her main shtick, if anyone has seen Freedom Planet, is that she boosts, right? She curls up and down. My cat is going fucking crazy. She's gonna try to unlock my door. I don't know. She knows how. These cats are fucking smart. Her whole shtick is that she rolls up in a little ball and she boosts, right? And during that boost section, she can't be harmed by objects, but she can harm you. So a lot of times, if you're playing the game, if there's like a big beam coming at you, or like a fireball, a missile, whatever, you can go straight through it and just pursue the enemy that way, which is also going to help her with the ranged advantage as well.
What is this, like some Speed Force stuff? Is she like a DC speedster, or just going through projectiles?
She's actually a dragon.
That she is.
I didn't know that before playing the game, by the way. When they were just like, you're a dragon, I'm like, don't fucking lie to me, all right?
I didn't know that until today.
Why else does she have... What did you think she was with the horns?
I thought she was like a cat or something.
I thought she was a cat.
What kind of cat has horns? What cat has horns?
He said Plime slandering every other debater.
Yeah, I saw that just a second ago.
All right. What do you got for me, Table?
All right. So, interesting strategy with the one-hit thing. So, there's a couple forms I want to bring up first, just because I think that one in particular is going to be some very good support. Please bring up Spider.
Spider.
This is one of her transformations, her animal transformations.
Oh, I hate spiders.
Yeah.
Oh.
So for this one, Shantae gets the ability to spit venom at her opponent that deals damage over time. From what I have seen, Lilac does not have any poison resistance. So initially I was just going to say, oh, well, dealing damage over time, she just has to outlast. If she can just only do one, if she only needs one hit, that's going to be pretty good for her with this.
So Sash
Can she
Lilac
go-
is also terrified of spiders. I'm not sure if any of you guys know.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
That's,
Oh,
Sherm,
okay.
Oh my.
Sherm just said that actually.
Oh my gosh, that can't be real.
That just made this matchup better in my eyes. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you.
Oh my.
But actually, one other transformation is kind of going to be helpful. Please look up Joe Bat.
Bat.
That.
It's
Yeah.
the most adorable
She
thing
has
I've ever
Shantae.
seen.
2 transformations like this. I just went with Bat because it's cute. But
hello.
both her Bat and Crab form let her turn very small, makes it very hard to hit her. So Lilac's going to be having to try to hit a very small target to get her win off. But one of the bigger things that helps Shantae a lot here, something that Sherm told me about, because this is going to be his argument. So Shantae has a spell that creates a shield of invincibility around her. Usually, this has a bit of a time limit because it drains her magic. However, she has something called the Magic Tiara, which is kind of this thing, but it can also just be something else. But anyway, it gives her unlimited magic.
Mm-hmm.
So she has that invincibility shield forever now.
Oh.
Wait a second. Why does the bat have horns?
Because it's cute.
Alright then.
So, can I just ask how the shield works? Is it a physical shield around the body, or does it just make her impervious from damage?
I don't know.
I think if
I'll
you're
take a
gonna,
look.
I think if the argument is that she just can't take damage, the easiest win con would be take the crown off. Just like, thank you, because I can't hurt you, but I can take this. Is what I've
Like how Melisonic just
Yeah, like the
pink booze.
yeah.
I looked up Shantae invisibility. I'm seeing a collision glitch that makes her invincible. Clearly, we can use that, right?
When was the last time they used glitches in Death Battle?
Oh God, no! Never mind. Never mind. Argument void. Argument void.
I'm gonna try and see if I can find the spell.
Oh.
I
Oh,
thought
that's
she was afraid of
interesting.
spiders, but I can't actually find it. Maybe I'm just a liar. I believe it's only revealed with the green girl in a side part in Freedom Planet 2. Because I remember her being scared of spiders, but I believe Sash is the one that was like, spiders. I think she was like, oh, good thing I'm here. Sash would have been terrified or whatever.
Okay.
Again, it's been a while. Okay, it's a bubble around her, so it should protect the crown. Okay, that's a little harder to deal with.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can't she just go through the shield? Because she could just go through projectiles.
Dude, Steven is here for me. All right. Yeah, she can go through projectiles, so she can hit you while she's phasing through you. So she can phase through the shield, take the crown off, and then boom.
Like, has she actually phased through a shield?
Correct. Yeah. So she has, yes. She has phased through. She has phased through metal objects, people who are protected, and all that. Typically it's outlined as somebody who is like has like a force field around their body themselves, not so much a bubble, right? But it should be the same thing. If she can phase through that shield, she should phase through other shields. I will say I don't just now. I don't want this to turn into a pile up on table. So don't make too many arguments for me.
Shantae's more experienced.
Is she though?
The experience.
No.
That's the most important part.
Yes,
How old is Shantae?
adult.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's all we know.
Yeah.
So for Sash, we know, like I was saying, that she was brought up in a bad time. She had a lot of practice. In the first game, she's a child, right? And then 3 years pass between that, and she's still fighting, still doing everything. So she's essentially been training to fight her entire life. So that's why I'm like, well, I don't know if I would give experience to Shantae. This character's literally was born fighting. You know what I mean? I just don't know how long. Shantae has definitely fought a wider variety of enemies, though. I'll say that.
And has more games.
Yeah.
A lot more games. So in terms of, I don't know what else to. So, Sash is a very Freedom Planet's a very simple game. You get crystals. The crystals do things like give you gems. The gems don't do anything here. I'm assuming we're not going to bring extra lives into this. Although, I will say Sash has an item in Freedom Planet 2 that revives her upon death. But I believe you only get one extra hit. It's just like she dies and then she has like a brief like wind comeback, and if you get hit again, it's over.
No, not very useful.
Well, in terms of if she's fucked in this fight, regardless, it's not very useful. But if it's really close, it's very useful. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What else does Shantae have that you want to bring up now?
Let's go into her fusion dances. They're kind of her big guns, I would say. Starting out with the seer form.
That's from the recent games.
Yeah.
That looks cool as fuck, bro.
Whoa.
Where is?
Shantae has a gun. Yeah, Sash literally Sash deals with literal light speed lasers going at her face all day, so I don't think a gun's gonna do much. But
has she survived being shot by a bullet?
Yes.
What?
And missiles and lasers.
Oh yeah.
So the seer form, one of her fusion dance forms, allows her to see invisible enemies and find hidden pathways. Don't know how many hidden pathways are going to be here, but maybe the invisibility sight could help with the whole. When she becomes intangible, does that also like make her invisible, or
no? She just like it's just kind of phasing. I don't know how else to say it. She just kind of like passes through an object. She doesn't turn invisible or anything. Sash can also see invisible things, by the way. But continue.
Okay. Next is her refresh form.
Did you send me that?
This one's kind of good for just general healing, though it also has apparently the ability to revive the dead.
Ooh.
So, obviously what you can do with this is pull a Black Panther and bring back Sasha's parents to give her trauma and have them eat her. like how they're going to do to Batman.
That is not the form that I was expecting that would revive the dead. Looks all plant-like more than undead.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I think she has some like plant control stuff, but those are kind of the main abilities I saw.
Can I ask how she uses this in game?
From what I understand, it's mostly like healing technique stuff.
Healing herself or other people?
She can do both.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Can she? Does she ever actually revive anybody to help fight with her?
Let me see here.
She said, inadequate said all of that power, she still can't pay rent. Shake my head.
See, this dance revitalizes plants, people, and undead enemies. It allows Shantae to heal at any time.
Revitalizing dead enemies, is that like RPG revitalizing? Like it's a detriment to them, or is it like a positive?
Unsure.
Okay. There's some other ones here.
I would assume that reviving the undead enemies would mean that would make them her allies to fight for her,
Yeah,
right?
because it could also be a thing of they revive the actual person, right? Like the undead turns into a normal guy. Or it could be like RPGs where you use revive on an undead and the undead dies. I just want to know which one it is, but I'm not seeing anything.
It's not the most important argument, but it's some extra stuff you can do. Next is her shock form.
All these look so freaking cool, dude.
Yeah, they do. I really gotta play this one in particular. Shock form gives her the ability to control electricity. She can mess with machines, and she gets big screen-wide attacks to fire electricity, which I have discovered is one of the few elements that Shantae does not Shantae, that Lilac does not resist.
Correct.
Yeah.
She's weak to electricity.
So I wouldn't say no, I'll actually say it. So in the first game, she is electrocuted, very, very, very harshly by the main villain, whose name is slipping my mind right now, as a torture
She
method
lost
to
some
get.
of her hair.
It was a torture method to get somebody else to talk. He kept shocking her to the point where her body started, like, literally, you saw burn marks appear. She started turning gray.
Jesus.
But she was still able to get out of the whole place before, like, as it was, like, blowing up, whatever. And she needed a special, like, revitalizing bath to get completely better. So I don't think you'd have to see how hard the shock is, because I don't know what the difference personally between blue electricity and yellow electricity is, and I don't know exactly how Shantae fights with it.
Gotcha.
Also, can we show this image? I'm gonna get this off before we get Sherm in trouble.
Maybe. Yeah, that's kind of the one issue with Shantae is that she's got the very, kind of series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame a woman for being beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very risky, as the chat is saying.
That was just an electric eel showed. That was just,
Yeah.
that's just a normal electric eel, I think.
Yeah. But one interesting thing about that, with the whole machinery thing and the electricity, from what I understand, Lilac, those things around her head, those blue orb things, or whatever they are on the second one,
Yeah.
those are her hearing aids.
Oh.
That is true.
Yeah.
So if she loses them, she's going to have a hard time actually knowing that. Yeah.
Again, I will say though, when she was electrocuted, that didn't fuck with the hearing aids though. So wait, does she have a specific ability to mess with machines though? Because that could work.
It does say that she can power machines, presumably like with the powering them up.
It's like putting a surge through them. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would work, but that's interesting.
Yeah. And then last form, the Quake Dance. This one's just kind of all out offense. She can create earthquakes. She can open up blocked pathways and just deal massive damage to her enemies. So yeah, this is kind of her big unga bunga damage form.
I assume she also does fire because of the wings and hair.
I think it's mostly earthquake stuff, which is funny considering that, yeah, it is very fire themed, but yeah.
What game is this from? I don't think I've played this one. It looks.
This one is
the Seven Sirens.
Yeah.
That's coming. That's on my playlist next. That looks so cool.
Yeah, I gotta get to that one next too.
That was your last form?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
For now.
So I want to bring up a piece of equipment, right? You'll see later. I don't actually have a image of dodging lasers, but because it happens so often in Freedom Planet, if you really wanted me to open up a playthrough for 2 seconds, screenshot it, and get it in here, I'll do that. But we'll get into speed stuff a little bit later. It's everywhere in the game. There's no way to deny that she just outruns lasers all the time.
Yes.
this is the thing I want to actually talk about to see if people would allow her to have this in the fight, because this is something she has in Freedom Planet 1, but it still exists, but she doesn't use it in the second game. Specifically,
Okay.
they say they disabled it, so she can't use the dragon anymore. But, so she has this thing right here. This is a robot that listens only to her. Wow, the art style between Freedom Planet 1 and 2 is very different. This is a robot that she has with her. It only listens to her. It said, I will only give you information if you give me a password. She kicked it. It said password accepted, all right?
That looks like an octopus rather than a dragon.
Correct. So this is what it looks like normally, but it has... versus Battle Wiki is wrong. That's why I was saying. I was like, that is crazy. It turns into this. So it's a giant dragon, and I have a better shot of it, but I want to use this just to show scale. The normal people are but ants compared to it, right?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that is
And
big.
Oh, wow.
Here is Sash actually using the dragon, how small she is on top of it. And this dragon shoots different bullets. I don't think this actually shoots lasers because it doesn't follow the laser rules like other objects do, you know, having to shoot a straight line, burn objects, all that. But it shoots like big beams of energy and stuff like that. And it is very powerful, even able to keep up with a lot of the ships that the enemy is throwing at them, right? Like the spaceships. And these ships are traveling galaxies and stuff like that. They're ridiculously fast. I will not argue that Sash can react or do things that quickly, because the dragon, there's no indication that Sash is controlling the dragon, right? But it is an interesting thing to say that this thing's speed could be freaking ridiculous. But I wanted to ask if this would be even applicable in this, because it is a part of her arsenal within the first game, but in the second game it is not. I don't know
Usually
if you guys
I
have
kind of go
played
with-
it, but
I have
The idea, I used to go with the idea that like the most recent version is like, I guess I usually try to use their more recent version unless previous one is like considered their peak. So
Can't she like call upon it with just a snap of the fingers if it's like from a far distance, or she has to be at the exact place that's from?
it has shown up to help her before when she was in danger, but it's not something she's ever just called to her. By the way, Based, I see Spyro behind you. That's fucking awesome. That's just random.
Thank you.
But it's not something that she can just call and be like, Dragon. But it has shown up randomly to help her. Personally, I probably wouldn't, but I wanted to include it just for anyone who's played Freedom Planet who's like, where is it? You know what I mean? I think it could be an interesting part of the debate depending on what you buy for it.
Like, what's it capable of? Like, besides the energy beams, like, how stronger is it compared to Lilac?
Probably stronger. So, Sash does fight some of the ships that it's destroying before. Especially in the close to the final battle, you're fighting one of the spaceships that's like flying all around. Clearly, Sash is not as fast as the ship, by the way. Just making that a note. The ship is flying around back and forth, and when it stops to attack, that's when you hit it, and it takes a lot of like hits for her to knock that ship out. But then similar ships that you see, that's like a flying like shoot 'em up style minigame. That same ship shows up, it blasts, it's gone. Like it's in a few seconds. So it takes Sash a long time, like a full-on fledged, like almost final boss fight to kill one. Whereas this one is just a basic Goomba, right? I also don't think Shantae has anything like that, right? Like she doesn't have any like animal thing or electronic thing that just can come and help the fight. So I don't know if it would be a fair thing to use. I don't know why I'm arguing.
Well,
against
actually,
myself right now. Fuck it.
kind of in the game where she's teaming up with Risky Boots, she has the Tinkerbats helping her out sometimes. Yeah,
Are they
I don't think they're going to be that helpful, but you know they're there.
Okay.
Can't she just use her electricity to shut that thing down?
Oh yeah, is it a machine?
It's robot, so it has to be a machine.
It has been disrupted by electrical currents before.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Oh, hello.
oh.
So, I'm gonna just bring up some random arguments right now because I think Sash is not, again, it's not a character with like a lot of. There's only really 2 games, with a third one that I believe was just scrapped. Like I think
It
there
was
also,
what?
yeah, the third
was-
game never came out. We only know some stuff from it, and that's about it.
Oh no.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But
I will just say, because Sharon was bringing it up, if I know we're not really using the versus battle wiki stats for Sash, but it does create a kind of funny thing where, according to versus battle wiki, Lilac is only supersonic plus, while Shantae is massively hypersonic,
But
which
that's
would
not,
make her. It's a difference of being Mach 5 to Mach 100 to 1000.
how fast is Shantae? Like we know
She
how.
can dodge lightning.
Oh,
hold
so
on,
she's
hold
a little
on, hold
slower.
on. Let me. I have this image from research. The Mach 5 thing is very specific. Hold on, send this to myself.
Is it?
That all right. I have my notes open. I had it right there. Let me just load this in real quick. So, here it is. So it's probably referring to this line right here.
Oh.
400
Oh, it's
times.
actually a line?
400-ton robot, you better not crash into our house at Mach 5 or me and my motorcycle will really show you what's what. This
That
is
feels like
This is clearly not her defining the exact speed. She didn't watch it and go, that's Mach 5. Like,
That's
not what
that probably
happened.
sounds sarcastic.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Carol would not be the one to know that either.
But I thought that was really funny. He said Mach 5 and I was like, wait a fucking second.
Hold on,
So-
I know that line.
Interesting. So it seems that the Mach 5 is. I mean, it's in the game, so it must be true.
So
Yeah.
we know that Shantae is lightning fast, but in frame of play, Prime, you said that she dodges lasers all the time. Are they actually lasers?
So, if you do the test within the game, fire in a straight line, they don't change or wobble or change direction in any point, and they create either burn marks or reflect on surfaces. And most of the lasers within the game follow those rules. Granted, there are some exceptions, like random enemy shooting. Technically, it never makes impact with the wall, so you never see a burn mark, right? It just kind of hits the wall and it just kind of just goes in, right? But a lot of lasers do follow that. I will be very open and say that the ones that I would consider lasers, she barely speeds up with. If you were to look at the frame count with the game, even at her highest speed, she's like barely keeping up with it, right? It's still a little bit faster.
But
And there are
she's
other
heroic.
and there are other lasers that will fire, but I don't know if I would consider them because they like break objects, right? And I feel like that's not very characteristic of light lasers. Like they'll come down and it'll like shatter like the ground, and I'm like that. I don't think that would happen, right? That's got to be a
Okay.
different form of energy.
So she's
The-
close to it, but not over it. She's
one of the
close.
things I saved was this. So this guy, or I guess girl, creates light. The whole fight is light, right?
What?
They make hard fight constructs to fight you, and they do this little move right here. So this has to be characteristically different than the hard light constructs because this doesn't interact with you. He's over here, this is over here, right? And then seconds after, it kind of does this weird like after image type thing, and like you see him just like go like immediately. You see that little blue line right there? That's from like the robot going back and forth super quickly, right? And it shows like little after images as it's going. That was the best showing I had of potential light speed just based on that. Because it's literal just light just kind of like boom, like you see it hit it and then the object reacts. Like you see the wall get hit, and then when you see everything like zoom past you, that's when the walls, you see the cracks and all that kind of stuff. So that's the best showing of her directly dodging something that's light. speed, in my opinion, at least, is light speed. But even without this, laser guns, giant spaceships shooting at you, even if you don't want to buy the lasers, right? She's still reacting to bullets, missiles. There's a scene in the game where she catches up with one of the starships and jumps on it, giant airships, bullet trains, and stuff like that. So she still has very high arcs if you wanted to argue against Sash being light speed. But I'm fairly confident in that. I can't really fit this anywhere either, but versus Battle, like he said, her pushing strength was enough to push a big boulder. And I have this right here. So this gemstone right here, this is the first Freedom Planet game. She pushes this over the edge, and it destroys the entire train.
Oh.
The entire train? What?
Yes, it flips the train. This completely collapses downwards, and the train dies, right?
It does look like she's dropping it onto the engine, so...
Notice that this should be a counterweight. The train should not flip, because there is a gem right here that should be of equal weight, but the train still flips and gets destroyed. So this must be way fucking heavier than anything over here, alright?
Well, it's also dropping a little bit, so it could just be the force. But
I don't know if
I don't know. I don't know how significant that would be.
This is also like not made of Play-Doh, you know what I mean? Like this trains have to be very, very well built. Like these things survive avalanches and shit falling on top of them and still can barrel through, right? But this little thing right here dropping just this little distance fucked the entire train up.
Mm-hmm.
So that thing must
But tell me, did she lift the entire boulder off the ground or not?
She did not, but this is versus Battle Wiki pushing strength, alright?
What's the difference?
Does pushing equal lifting? I don't know, so I can't...
Have you guys... Okay, hold up. Have you guys been to a gym? Does pushing equal lifting?
Not in a while, so...
No, it does not. Completely different muscles are being used to push to lift something.
Yeah, that's fair.
Trust me, my shoulders hurt today. Other than that, does Shantae have any specific advantage in water?
I believe she has a couple forms that are stronger in water. The officer form, I will say, is completely vulnerable in water. She cannot swim in that form.
Okay.
Let me...
I assume she has like a mermaid form.
I think she...
she has an octopus form. She has a frog form. She's got a newt form. Well, that one's not really a water one, but yeah, she can turn into like some aquatic animals, which allow her to gain some water attacks and swim through water. I think she does have a mermaid form.
Sherman's saying that in the chat.
So
Yeah.
one interaction...
Yeah, she has a mermaid in Risky's Revenge.
Okay.
One thing I thought would be pretty fun is that Sash is a water dragon, right?
Ah.
Ooh.
They are... Did I say that before? Fuck, I don't think I said
You
that
said
before.
that
I
she
think I
was a
just said
dragon, but not a water dragon.
You said
So-
she was a dragon, yeah.
In Freedom Planet, there's different types of dragons. In Freedom Planet 2, there's a guy whose name starts with A. It's slipping my mind as of right now. He's an earth dragon. He can conjure up, like, big things of earth into the ground, which Sash destroys in seconds, mind you. But this is also the girl that's fucking Metal Gear Rising through a bunch of robots and shit.
Yep.
She is a faster swimmer in the water and a better swimmer in the water than the fish that you're around. Even the real fish, robotic fish, she's better than all that. And if you wanted to take this fight outside of that and say like, oh, well, what if it's above the water and they drop into an ocean? Shantae never goes in, right? It's just like drop Sash in the water and I'll shoot electricity at it or shock her while she's in there.
Yeah.
Please tell me I put the right image in there. Hold on.
Remember, guys, this is the same person that thought Lilac was a cat. Cats hate war.
Why did this not load? So this is a boss fight in Freedom Planet 2. And I specifically chose a scene, by the way, of her slowing down in the water just to show that, like, even her slower speed, she's just gliding on top of it. But the whole boss fight is running across like an ocean around this island, fighting this thing right here.
Nice.
So she's fast enough to just, or buoyant enough, however you want to say it, to just run over the water. If they had to get into a water fight and she had the disadvantage in the water, she can get out, she can run on the water, get away, or if Shantae stayed above and tried to shock it, she can get on the water, get out quick. Probably faster than electricity can travel.
Yeah, to my knowledge, light is faster than lightning.
Yes, that is true. But I'm just saying in general,
Yeah.
even if you didn't believe the light argument, right? And I think a lot of people might have trouble believing that. I still think Sash would have a considerable speed advantage and skill advantage, just based on experience and just the shit she has to deal with. Fighting spaceships that are traveling light years and shit like that. I don't think she scales to them, but the fact that she can hurt them. I don't.
But-
I forgot my power scan. It's
Oh.
okay. It's okay. But I think that covers most things, right? Other than AP. Impossible.
Speak of AP, what's Shantae's?
I'm gonna. All right, I got two arguments here. I'm gonna go with the base one, and then kind of hear where Lilac gets. So, in terms of some of the bigger things I've seen, there's been. Sorry, excuse me. The Pirate Master was able to create a storm over Scuttletown, so she can get to kind of city level, that kind of area. In terms of attack potency, I'm kind of waiting for where Lilac gets because I know Lilac gets kind of crazy.
So, if you want, I can go first. If you're waiting
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
There is, in my head, there's a difference between Sash's durability and Sash's AP, and I've seen this debated, but this is my personal opinion after playing both games. Sash is able to destroy a cannon that is able to destroy a country. The problem is we don't know the size of the country. So at the very least, AP wise, I would take the lowest value if that's the case. But and we also know if you've seen Omni-Man versus Bardock, right? A lot of people had issues with how they scaled that sun disk feat. But it is true in physics. In order to shoot something with a certain amount of energy, a certain amount of pressure, right? Your machine has to be able to withstand that same energy because science, Newton's law, if it pushes forward, it's going to push you back. And if it's too strong, then the whole thing's going to fuck up. So if Sash can destroy that, it means that she has to have AP above what it's firing, right? So there's a possibility that she is, and I'll say this, I believe that she's around country level. I don't know where Versus Battle Wiki puts her, though. There in Freedom Planet 1, the whole plot of the game is that the main villain is an alien guy who is fucking up your world just as a byproduct of his plan, right?
Okay.
And his plan is to take this stone from the planet and use it to power his entire fleet to get him back to his own planet to save it as it's being destroyed, right? Or as it's being threatened. My cat is so fucking adorable. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so that gemstone, they say multiple times in game that gemstone powers the planet and keeps it alive, right? And at the very end of the game, Sash, you see that person that Lockdown is right now, like the image. That person gets turned into a monster. Sash has to fight it, and that character falls onto the ground. Sash is really mad, right? And it's the saddest thing in the world. She just cries and screams as she runs away, and it's like, stage clear. It's like, stop it. And because of that, Sash is really fucking mad by the time the last fight hits. And she beats the boss's ass so badly that she destroys his ship in the process. And when the ship blows up, the gemstone that was powering the planet shatters alongside it. Something with that much energy would take... again, don't know the size of the planet. So at the best, I would say smallest possible number for that, right? If you can't prove it, I don't want to argue large planet or anything like that. But if it's powering the entire planet, it must take a similar amount of energy to destroy. My issue with scaling her AP that high is that she didn't destroy it herself. By a byproduct of her ripping off part of the ship exploded. And the ship exploding, which didn't kill her, mind you, the ship exploding is what shattered the gem.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, at the very least, since she survived that and the gem didn't,
She's tougher than Gem.
Yeah.
Gem level.
He said,
Gems are pretty tiny. I don't know, guys. Sounds like Shantae wins.
Somebody said, I don't know, I can break a gun by shooting it. Okay, get one gun, get the same gun, see how many bullets it takes for you to ruin it, alright?
Gun
That's what I'll
level.
say to you. Has anyone here shot a gun? That's what I'll say now.
Yeah.
I don't have a license permit for a gun, so no.
No, I mean like shot at like a fucking been like
Shot a gun with a gun.
Yeah.
I got a Desert
No.
Eagle.
Oh.
That's a Desert Eagle. Boom.
Oh, I have never
Use the gun
shot
to destroy the
a
gun.
gun with a gun.
But to be fair, also destroying things in certain ways, like certain parts of the gun aren't made the right way. So not the right way. Like certain parts of the gun are weaker than others, right? Just based on the composition, you can destroy it easier if you know how to how to, right? Sash didn't build a giant cannon that destroyed a country. She just punched it a lot and it exploded. Like she wasn't targeting weak points, so that's why I think it's different. If in the spaceship she didn't destroy the part of the ship that would make the ship explode, she just beat someone's ass so hard that tore through the ship and made it explode.
Okay.
So that's why I think her AP might be maybe small planet based on the gem surviving that explosion, the gem breaking through that explosion, and Sash being fine. But I don't think that it's fair to scale her AP because she didn't directly just like blow up. You know what I mean? There was a lot of war happening on the ship as well.
Fair.
She just survived that explosion.
Okay. I mean, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
And yet she's still weak. She almost died to lightning.
Do we
That is
think
also
guns
true.
are bulletproof? No, but fire a gun, please.
A gun can handle firing itself. A gun cannot handle being fired upon by something like that because that's not what they're built to do.
Someone should make a video on how many bullets does it take to destroy a gun. Someone should make that.
Nebula Theater.
Depends on how
next
fast
week,
you're firing.
baby.
Next episode of Nebula Theater: Gun versus Gun.
The
no,
gun battle royale.
Sherm said Bloodsport shot through Peacemaker's gun in the Suicide Squad, which means it must be true.
Anyway,
True.
the
All right,
Fire
then.
Master.
All right,
Yeah.
so basically, this is kind of what I was expecting in terms of the stat argument, more or less, because I've seen a lot of cosmic stuff. Well, not full cosmic, but still, planetary celestial body levels for Lilac. So I knew I was going to need to get some good arguments here to try and get Shantae to not be turned into a blood splatter in 1 second. So
A little violent.
this is going to be my big argument here. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask, are any of y'all familiar with Blaster Master?
Oh,
Blaster.
crossover scaling. No!
Oh no.
I have not
Oh,
heard
no,
of
what are
Blaster
you
Master,
doing?
but what is it?
So Blaster
It's
Master
a great
is
game that
a...
you should play, alright?
Yes, it is a great game that you should play, but anyway, the reason why I'm using this one specifically is because, yes, they have had a crossover. They had a couple crossover stuff, but the main thing is that these crossovers, from what I can understand, are canon. They have both brought them up in their own continuities. Blaster Master has brought up Shantae coming into their game and helping them fight. Shantae has brought up that she helped go to the Blaster Master universe in one of the Shantae games. So
Really?
both of them, yes. So for both of them, they've referenced each other outside of the crossovers.
Oh no.
Now,
Scared.
in Blaster Master, she has to fly around in the tank, which obviously, she can't bring the the tank with her. Obviously, she can't do that. Except she kind of can. Blim, please bring up tank form.
She could turn into a tank. Oh.
Did you send me tank form?
I did.
Did you call it something else?
I called it tank form. It's right under pirate form.
I think I done goofed.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh no.
Well, she'll still be in there.
Hold on.
Does it look like she's dressed up as a tank?
You'll see.
I'm
It's
scared.
it's very funny.
No, you did not. Okay, I do have it, but you didn't call it that. You call it Sophia 3.
Is it called that there? I called the tank form in the thing. I might just called the wrong thing there. Anyway, this is her form of the.
It's adorable.
So exciting.
So
Okay.
yeah, she doesn't need to bring the tank because she can just become the tank. She can become specifically Sophia the Third, the main tank from Blaster Master.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
So, question is, how strong is Sophia the Third?
love that.
I'm going to send you another image here.
I love that the tank has a human name, Sophia Third.
Yes.
You sent me a thing?
Yep.
Okay. Let me get it.
I believe this is from her most recent game?
Yeah,
Maybe? Anyway, so please bring up Alien X.
What?
Alien X, what?
That's what I called it.
Oh no.
Okay. I was
Oh
I was talking
no.
We're sure
I
about
was very
this.
worried.
And we described this as basically Shantae's Alien X. So this is one of the bosses in Blaster Master.
Oh my goodness, that is massive.
If you can see what that blue ball up there is, or if you can't tell what it is, that's the Earth.
That's Earth.
That is
Yeah.
the Earth?
This is Planet G, one of the bosses, one of the final bosses in one of the games.
I need a calculator. How much bigger is that?
It's about 5 times bigger than the Earth.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
And,
my god.
Yeah, and I got this from Versus Battle Wiki, where they did give this some calcs. So just in terms of like size, this guy is a large planet level. They had it at 727 Yoda tons of TNT, and for its
Nice.
rotation attack, got it to attack potency to small star level.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So I was fully prepared to make an argument against a different argument, because this is still not as powerful as I thought you would put her. Didn't she
What?
destroy the entire genie realm? Like, isn't that a thing she did?
I have looked into this, and from what I understand, it's kind of a case where the specifics of how it was destroyed don't necessarily seem to like be attack potency related.
It's like a domino effect. It's where it's like
I also want to be
Okay.
clear that I knew this argument was coming because I'm the fan battle cast guy that watches all of them, and he brought up the fact that he was going to bring this up in Bakugan versus Beyblade. All right.
Oh boy.
My biggest argument against this is if we want to use crossovers, let's use crossovers. Do you know what Indie Pogo is?
oh
No.
no.
It is a indie game that's like Smash Brothers that has Sash in it. You know who else is in this game? First of all, not
Shantae.
Shantae, which is a sin.
Dang
Shovel
it.
Knight. Shovel Knight.
Oh.
Do you know who Shovel Knight canonically beats?
Kratos?
Kratos.
So
Well,
technically, Sash is on par with a guy that beat Kratos. Where did Death Battle scale? Oh, never mind. I don't want to bring up that conversation.
oh no. Oh.
Oh,
Is
no.
it before or after or he was fighting the gods?
It wouldn't matter because they scaled Kratos to the fighting that created the universe. It wouldn't matter if it was the Norse games or not.
Well, I mean, I was specifically saying in before finding God, so I would assume Greek.
He still had yes, it is Greek. So he still had some weapons from I believe God of War 3. I think.
3?
I think. I could be wrong about that. I believe
Oh,
he has the
no.
bow. I think he has one of the weapons from 3, but I could be wrong. Also, this means that Sash could probably beat the Battletoads, which is also amazing.
Yes, the
Are the Battletoads that strong?
No, but I like to think they are.
The Battletoads once destroyed like a ship that destroyed a moon.
Yeah, and Shantae does bring up here: is it crossover scaling if you could just turn into the crossover character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, does Shantae actively fight that giant planet thing?
I don't remember if she's in that game, but in the game where she does crossover, she just does do whatever. She gets to be one of the pilots of the tank
Hey, I'm fine.
that does those feats.
I'm fine using crossover scaling if you're fine using it. All right.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
I'm sure. I mean, I feel like it's the only thing I got. It's the only thing I got for stats. But interesting enough about the indie pogo thing. You know who else crossed over with Blaster Master?
Oh no.
Shovel Knight.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
No,
right.
so Shovel Knight scaling versus Shovel Knight
That's
scaling.
right.
Equal stats,
They're equal stats apparently.
bro.
Oh.
Put them both in Fortnite.
Yeah. I will also show. This is what I got about 5 minutes ago.
Is it
To kind of
this?
help.
The
Oh,
winner
it's
is
part of
Shovel
this.
Knight.
It's a sequel to this part.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait,
I saw-
Yeah, Elephant. Fun fact: Elephant was going to be one of my arguments. Was just, Lilac can turn invincible, but her invincibility doesn't protect her from being crushed.
Wait, does it not?
No, it does not protect her from the. Apparently, there's like a hydraulic press or something.
Right. It shows you a red thing, and then it drops on you, and if you're under it when it drops, you just die. That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I sent another Blaster Master one,
Oh,
which I have cleverly named Alien X2.
Oh no.
So yeah, this is from
Alien
another one
Why
of
is
the
it always
final
Alien
bosses.
X?
I was talking about this with Shantae, and it was just like he just said that. Oh, so this is basically Shantae's Alien X form, and I was like, yeah, pretty much.
Why is it always Alien X?
Why are you sending me images during the cast?
Well, the other one was just because I didn't want my argument to be spoiled.
Okay, that makes sense.
This one I just saw 5 minutes ago, and I was like, this is funny.
Oh dear.
This world would create a super-dimensional explosion capable of collapsing the entire universe, including Planet Sophia, through the tunnel. What?
This is another one of the final bosses.
Does anything
From
like
Blaster Master.
handle the collapsing?
I know we're going to silly places, but I'm enjoying this. If you got anything else, I will start looking for more right now. I mean, Universal isn't exactly, again, the Kratos thing, but if Blaster Master crosses over with Shovel Knight, they would just equal at that point, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
If we use crossovers.
Well, you've already mentioned crossover, so
Yeah. I mean, I was just going to bring up the Sophia the Third transformation, so...
That's fun. I think that's all of my arguments.
Yeah, that was my final argument.
Oh, man.
Do you want to go into final arguments? And I can
Yeah, I think we can just go into final arguments. That's me going full hog, pretty much.
All right, go do yours, and then I will do mine while I set the poll.
Okay. So, I know we had a fun time here, but in terms of my final, more or less serious argument, in addition to just having lots of AoE spam and a lot of traps to kind of help her keep Lilac at bay, I do think that even the more conservative ends of just the planetary stuff, I do think the Sophia the Third form should reasonably scale to like some of the planet level things, which would get her, if not stronger, at least on a similar enough level that she's not being splattered in 1 second. And considering that Lilac is wearing that that thing, that means she loses in 1 hit.
I forgot I said that. Fuck.
That plus like the venom and just all the traps that she has, I think Shantae would be more likely to get the 1 hit she needs off to get the win.
For me, I think even with projectiles, Sash is a master at dodging projectiles, getting close distances, using different elemental shields, except electricity. But even a metal shield, like anything metal coming at her, can be deflected as well. So she has enough defenses to get past any kind of projectile you would throw. She has her own projectile that she can throw as well. And even if Shantae keeps switching forms to try to get the advantage, I think, especially since we didn't mention it, but Shantae has to dance to get into some of her forms, and I just think Sash is too fast for Shantae to do a little dance and then transform by the time that Sash just shows up and she's like, psh, psh, you know what I mean? I think the speed advantage is a very big factor here, and I think the AP advantage, the AP difference isn't large enough. I still think Sash is stronger. But even if they were on similar levels, or Shantae was a bit stronger, I think it would take a really big difference in power for that her speed advantage to not be that applicable. If Shantae uses her shielding, I think Sash could just phase through, grab the crown, and because she can interact with you when she's phasing, but you can't interact with her. I think she'd be able to do it, take off the crown, stop the invincibility, and then, you know what I mean? Overall, even if she has less options, I think Sash takes it. Do we want to go? Who wants to jury it first? We'll start with Steven. Nobody's speaking.
What? Well, because I was originally going to say Lilac, but then the crossover stuff came in, and that just changed everything because of Shovel Knight and Sophia the Third. So,
the poll is up, I believe.
It is.
It is.
Well then, you know what? I'm just gonna say Shantae.
All right, locked down.
All right, I got one.
Okay, so regarding how the scaling goes, not including crossover stuff and just going with the baseline, it seems like the stats seem to go to Lilac. And then when you include like a slight little crossover thing, you have Shantae taking at the very least strength. But considering they both would, like at peak, would get like the same amount of scaling, and given how many options she has to counter most of the arsenal, aside from the electricity, I have to give it to Sash.
All right.
So it's a tie.
Should I end the poll or should I wait? We got 5 votes.
Let's not forget what Blind said at the start of the episode.
Oh yeah, that's right. That she only had 1 hit. Yeah.
No, not that. Not that about the Valentine's Day stuff.
Oh.
Oh yeah, whoever wins gets a date.
Dang.
Yeah.
Great for me.
So it's one of you two. You two are going to be dating Shantae or Lilac if you win.
Crystal, guess what? I'm going on a date.
With Dragon.
It's a little less special when you live with your partner, but you know, I'm still excited.
I mean, if you want to concede the date, you know, I would take the date with Shantae.
You can have the date. I work tomorrow, which is the worst part.
If you all voted for whoever, that means you're also dating the character you voted for. Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. No.
Sure said I think Sophia 3 scaling is more legitimate than Indie Pogo scaling, but that doesn't save Shantae from getting blitzed regardless. I will say, Indie Pogo scaling has no canonicity from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring that up because it would destroy my argument. But
yeah, I would say that.
But Sherm's right. It wouldn't save.
Yeah.
it wouldn't save Shantae from getting absolutely speed blitzed.
Yeah, I think if she could do it while she still has the invincibility up, that would help a lot. It just kind of becomes a case of she needs to go for Sophia first, like frame 1 with the invincibility up.
So you think she would only scale when she's in that transformation, and that's it?
I would probably say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be reasonable because
Yeah.
it seems like the forms have like different like abilities.
Yeah, and I will say in terms of like where Sophia can get to, she would get to like massively faster than light, but again, that means basically it seems like she would outstat, but only in that one form.
I'm surprised Table didn't bring up Shantae wishing Sash away.
Oh, can
I
she do
have
that?
looked up the wishing powers. She does not seem to have the ability to just do that whenever she wants.
Or if
Ah.
she does, it's not very like she doesn't use it like that, right?
Yeah, she's only used wishing power like once,
One of my
which is
biggest-
surprising.
One of my biggest pet peeves in the versus community is giving characters things they've never done before. So like an example is Sonic. That people in every argument they're like, but what if he stopped time? And I'm just like, okay, when does he do that? Sonic
Adventure 2
multiplayer.
Battle.
And I'm like, but he doesn't stop time in Adventure 2 Battle. It's only in the multiplayer. That's not story. They're like, but he does it. I'm like, but he's never done it in a fight. So why
So
does
it's
he do it?
It's basically similar to the Uncharted multiplayer stuff where they had these items that Nathan Drake never had.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
interesting.
can see why. I agree
yeah.
with you.
But yeah, Shantae wins, by the way, just so you know. She could just wish her away. It's done. And the Shadow
Why would
Hedgehog
you-
stopped time when racing Shadow. Did he? When
What
did
was
he
that?
race Shadow in that game?
That Sonic Adventure.
He said Shadow the Hedgehog, the most forgettable Shadow.
I don't remember that happening.
I don't
Neither
either.
do
The
I.
only time I remember seeing Sonic is in Bastopolis.
Well, he's in multiple stages, and you can fight him as a boss fight if you're on the evil route. You fight Sonic and whatever that general guy is, but they weren't racing in that.
And they weren't fighting for an orange GameCube.
Do we know who pitched this, or is this one where we don't know the pitcher?
Ooh, I don't think we know.
I
don't think so.
know.
That's a shame. I would love to know who pitched this. I love this
Me
matchup.
too.
Unironically, I love this matchup.
Yeah,
I do as
Okay.
well.
I would say it does seem like it's probably Shantae's best.
From my
She's not
seeing-
getting
yeah.
completely annihilated stat-wise, and seems like a fun fight.
Yeah. It would be a very fun fight, seeing all of her transformations fighting against a war dragon.
Yeah.
It just seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it just really does become a case of, okay, so do they buy the Sophia the Third scaling?
Yeah.
They probably won't, but
But
Oh, yeah,
They probably will, because usually Death Battle believes the higher scaling for the loser a lot of the time, so I feel like they will.
speaking of which, how's the poll doing?
Oh, it's done.
I
It's been
ended it.
ended.
It's 100% Sash Lilac. It's
Wait, Lilac won?
Lilac
Yeah.
won.
Oh, but me and Lockdown vote for Shantae, so that means that.
No, I voted for Sash.
Oh, never mind it.
Yeah, you were the
Never
only one
mind.
who voted. You're the only one who gave me the vote.
Yeah.
Steven is just a little bit behind right now. He's got the brain lag. It's gonna all hit him all at once soon.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
I mean, hey, I
actually
got
do think-
one, so, you know.
But yeah, I actually do think Lilac will win.
Too bad. I already gave me the vote, so.
But and then you brought up the crossover. I'm like, I guess we bring up crossover then.
Yeah.
I did.
Admittedly, I wasn't going to go like all in on the crossover thing until the Indiepogo thing came in. But I do, it is, like I said, I do think the fact that she can just turn into Sophia the Third, like in her own game,
Yeah.
I think is at least something of an argument.
It's pretty cool.
I think that's a good time to end though. Do we know what the next scheduled cast is, or is that up in the air?
It might be up in the air. I have to look.
If
Oh yeah, that means. Oh, Plime has to date Lilac now because he won.
No, he gave it up to me, so I get to date Shantae now.
Oh, never mind then.
The thing is, he
Hell
gets to
yeah.
date Shantae, but now Shantae's dead, so this is really freaking awkward.
So
Is he?
realistically, you're
I
both
mean,
losers.
there's magic and shit in Shantae, and someone will revive her.
I'm
Or
certain
date.
someone has something lying around that can revive someone.
Yeah.
You've played the games. You know how to do the dance to turn.
Oh
into
yeah,
a
yeah.
chicken revive.
The one of the sirens that gives her the reviving form. She can just revive her.
Correct.
There you go. There you go.
Anyway.
This
I'm good.
first episode to have
Well,
both
we do have
losers somehow.
one cast scheduled now, actually. I guess I'll just bring that up. It's kind of a bonus cast, sort of. It's a little different, but on February 24th, I will be hosting a Power Scaler's Guide to Twisted Wonderland, where I am going to be just kind of doing a big ol' deep dive into Twisted Wonderland, its lore, scaling, and just kind of introducing it to the general power scaling community. So
Nice.
that's going to be fun.
That sounds fun. I love Twisted Wonderland.
Pretty cool.
Hell yeah, we got another person who likes Twisted Wonderland.
I'm gonna end this off. I think that's a good point before we meander on Sonic the Hedgehog scaling for some reason. I hope everyone had a good time, and if we have a debate before Twisted Wonderland, have a great day. Also, 3 days later after that Twisted Wonderland live stream is my birthday.
Nice.
So
Happy early birthday.
Happy
Thank
early
you.
birthday.
I hope everyone has a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.